Hey, I just went to see The Mummy starring Tom Cruise, and it also has Russell Crowe as Henry Jekyll. And man, two words to describe it is basically just, in my opinion, it's a disjointed mess. It's not a good movie. I mean, I haven't seen the original 1930s Mummy. I haven't seen the Hammer horror movie with the Mummy. My first experience with the Mummy is actually the Brendan Fraser one, and I don't know what about that movie that makes it work, but this movie, oh my God, it's all over the place, and the characters are, for the most part, pretty much unlikable. I mean, without getting into spoilers, like Tom Cruise has like a friend, and honestly, I feel that his friend character, whatever, is so totally unnecessary. He's not needed. He could have been left out of the script. It seemed like he was only there for like comic relief or something, and it just didn't work. None of what he did works. I wish, like, I like the fact that they had like Dr. Jekyll, as you know, and Russell Crowe's fine as Jekyll Hyde. Yeah, he's Hyde in this too. It seems funny because it seems like in reverse order. It seems like he is Hyde, but he takes potion to become Jekyll, so he's trying to it's weird, and they don't explain it. They don't do anything, and the absolute worst thing. I mean, there's so plain. I could tear this movie apart. I really do not want to, because it's not worth it's not worth no one's money. The only reason I went to this was because the trailers look pretty terrible. But you know, I guess I gotta thank it Guardians of the Galaxy, because I went to a double feature, and they AMC like fucked up, so they gave me like a come back later, you know, redeem pass or something. So I thought, hey, you know, so the Universal Monsters sounds, you know, kind of Marvel thing sounds appealing, so let's just go with that. Yeah, let's just see if it, you know, it's not costing me any money. Well, I bought, like, I didn't want to completely be, I wanted something to like, so I actually bought, like, a drink and chicken tenders and stuff. So, yeah, chicken tenders and drink is better than the movie itself. It picks the absolute worst way to introduce characters. It gives you absolutely no no explanation. This really needed a central story that, you know, and I don't mind, I don't mind the fact that, like, Jekyll or somebody tells Nick, or tells us, the viewer, you know, through Nick or whatever. Nick is Tom Cruise's character. Yeah, you tell through him. You're telling us the information. But it seemed like the Mummy in Brendan Fraser's Mummy movie, they did a way better job doing that. You know, like, she does, you know, to gain strength, she basically feeds off people, just like in the original, or, you know, that Mummy movie. I didn't see the Hammer horror, and I didn't see the original one, so I don't know what happened there. So maybe eventually one day I would do that. But here they don't bother with that. I guess it got in the way of the action sequences. I guess the action sequence is best way to describe the. I mean, it's well choreographed, I guess, but it's just basically like it would be enjoyable if you were on ADD or something, or drunk or high, or you know, it's just no. And it's scary, and it tries to be funny at the same time, and it's you know, and there's movies, there's good examples of movies where they can be scary and they can be funny at this, you know, and they have funny scenes, you know, and it works. Ghostbusters is a good example of a movie that can do that, but this one, it doesn't know. The funny scene seems like they just tacked it in there just to put it in there because it works for Marvel. And if it doesn't work for you, it's not going to work. This did not work. Almost nothing worked. Nothing worked. In my opinion, this could have been like a 40-minute movie. If you tore everything you didn't need the secondary comic relief character, whatever female Miss Wallace, or you know, whoever the love interest, there's no chemistry whatsoever. So you know, I haven't done a review of Wonder Woman. I'll probably do that after I submit this one. But the awesome chemistry between Chris Pine and you know, Chris Pine and oh shoot. Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman, you know, that was impressive, and I haven't even done the review for that. Go watch that movie, okay? Don't spend no money, which I hate the fact, because I love the idea of this Universal Monster thing, or Dark Universe as they're calling it, although they might get sued by you know, DC Comics, because Justice League Dark, whatever. So, yeah, I think this Dark Universe is completely, it's not off to a good start. It's basically a disjointed mess. I'm really disappointed, and I have no right. I'm glad I didn't really spend money on a ticket, because this is not worth any money to spend on a ticket. The characters suck. The story's basically all over the place. It has action sequences. It's trying to be funny. It's trying to be scary. It's trying to be everything, and it is not working on any accounts. I promise you, I beg, the characters, they don't introduce them right, or you know, the introductory scene of Miss Wallace's character, she comes up and slaps Nick's character, which is Tom Cruise, and we're supposed to immediately know what's going on, or who's this person, why, what. I don't understand. You know, it seems like it seems like it thinks like you know what's going on, but then you don't know what's going on. It explains stuff, and it's, oh God, it really disappointing. I could really tear into this movie, but, you know, I really like the idea, you know, bringing all these monsters and, you know, having a shared universe. It would work because it worked before. This is not rocket science, people. You just have a centralized story, develop the characters right. Don't throw in jokes because just to throw it in there, it feels like. And, you know, I guess the direction was off. I mean, if you wanted to make a scary horror, you know, with you know, light comedy and, you know, stuff like that, I don't know, hire someone like someone on Ivan Reitman kind of, you know, who can do stuff like that. Hell, I think Stephen Sommers' Mummy movie had better jokes than this. I mean, but see, that one, it didn't seem like they were trying to throw it in there. It's it seems these jokes or whatever, or comedy or whatever funny moments, it seems like they're just tacking it in there, and it seems like a 30 to 40 minute movie that needed padding, so they just put padding into it, because the central story, just no, it doesn't. The story itself would probably be a 30 minute or 40 minute movie, so you need to pad it out, and oh man, and no, it's just so disappointing. Don't watch this movie. Watch Wonder Woman. I highly recommend Wonder Woman. I highly do not recommend this. This is such a disappointing first step to what could be a shared universe, I guess. Except it probably won't, because this movie is probably gonna bomb. It might salvage by overseas, but I don't. Oh. Yeah, and I'm probably going to go to the next one, just probably because, oh my God, this is disappointing. Words cannot describe how disappointed this is a start of this is probably the worst start of a shared universe probably ever. Yeah.